ex at all. She's saying the two girls were there and she got locked in a room. Everyone in that picture are like, this is crazy. She showed the date. It was 2016 and then went on to say, oh, this is, you know, it's healing here. Well, no, because that's the
I think, you know, don't tell you, the bottom line is that photo don't prove shit. That could be like you said, makeup. It could be from somebody else and she's making out it's Rickster. That means nothing. She hasn't got the evidence, simple as. So she shouldn't be coming on social media with lack of evidence, you know, and that's it.
This is the second time she's tried to do that. And people say, well, nobody questioned you, Talia, because they couldn't possibly question me, because I would show you every single thing. I would show you the court dates, the conviction of my ex.
Yeah, Talia, the difference is your ex, you talking about your DV, is not on TikTok, right? It's not.
It's not.
No one's interested. Like, I would say, yes, Talia, I believe you, because he's not on TikTok. We don't know who he is, what his name is. But when you're making an accusation towards someone on TikTok, that's damaging. That can be dangerous. We know who Rickster is. Some people may know where he lives. You could bump into the wrong person, you know, that thinks he's this abuser. This is how it's dangerous. That's where you've got to have this whole evidence if we know who the other person is. This is my point.
Yeah, and I'm not being funny. People are saying, oh, she was his mistress, but you would have something. You'd have text or something. And I'm not, you know, Ricky's ex-wife, is absolutely like a model. Like, you wouldn't even she's amazing. Like, you wouldn't. I'm not being bad, I'm not picking on, but if you really wanted to take a good look, there is absolutely no way that he would ever cheat on her. He was married for 17 years. They had an amazing marriage. They have amazing children. And this woman said, yes, and I knew the wife really well. You know, we're old friends. Ricky's wife came on TikTok and said, I don't know this woman. Never met her. I don't know her. This woman is a liar. There is not one person from that time, not one of Ricky's work colleagues, not one of her own friends that has come forward and said, yeah, I was there, it happened. I could pull up 5 friends from the time that I was in a relationship like this. And they would all vouch for me. Where are these people? Where are all these people that witnessed all this? Because the ones that were there are coming forward and saying the opposite. They're saying it never happened.
You've got to have had that one friend that she spoke to about her affair. There's no way you can keep that a secret, can you?
Yeah, you've got to have one friend, and someone would know, somebody, and the police would not send Ricky's brother to prison for something Ricky did. And also, remember, I did a Claire's Law on him. There was not one accusation. And I can't prove that because I've got no evidence of that. But I can tell you, hand on heart, on my children's life, there was not one accusation from a lady called Kelly Jane that had done anything. Because remember, Claire's Law is not convictions, it's accusations as well. Any spoken word about any domestic goes on a Claire's Law. There wasn't one thing from that Kelly Jane, and that's on my children's life. That's the truth. Not
the
one
thing is, if he'd done that to her eye, why didn't she go to the police? He would have been arrested.
No, she said she did. She said she went lots of times to the police.
They would have arrested him.
They would have. No, she said that they arrested him, but then Ricky's brother took the rap and went to prison for it. I mean, come on!
You know the judge, but that was to me, not Angie.
That was.
You're going to have to send another one now.
That doesn't even make sense.
It's so ridiculous, Angie. Chat, do you remember her saying that Ricky's brother did the time for it?
What? That's crazy. I don't remember that, to be honest, but yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, but Ricky, like, he'll tell you all. He's got it all. And you can call me a liar. Talia said there was one conviction. Yeah, do you want to know what it is? It was a twok.
What's a twok?
So, you know.
A what?
With 8%.
It's really funny. It's nothing to...
Okay. Right, should we get on with the FYP, guys, though?
Yeah.
We heard Rickster the other night. Yeah, Ricky told me to F off. No, what did he say? Angie said, I'm warning you now, you better blah, 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 or I'm going to F off. And I went, yeah, go on then, F off. And apparently now that gives everybody the right to call the police, send the police to my house, do welfare checks, call social services.
How many times I've actually heard that, Teddy? I said this to myself. My dad said that to my mum once. I'm fucking warning you. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean?
Angie, you walk through Italy, the women are chasing the men with rolling pins. Like, you lot need to get a grip. I'm sick of this woke behaviour.
It is woke behaviour because, you know, like I said, I've heard that many times. I'm fucking warning you. You know, just what? Because you twisted it. Yeah,
Talia, did you tell him to go first?
He said, I'm warning you, if you keep talking down to me, I'm going to
No, but before that, did you tell him to go? Because I swear, I heard you tell him you may as well go then, and he went, you're telling me to go over that fact. That's what I thought I heard.
Yeah, he was saying, right, I'm leaving, and I just kept going, well, go on then, F off, go on then, F off. He doesn't leave.
No, he was stressed, right, because you had, I think, Corey calling him an abuser or something. I can't remember.
Corey had just doxed my address.
Oh, right, that may be what it is then, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And everyone's saying, oh, Ricky said that he never met this KJ. No, he never said he never met her. He said he didn't know her. Do you know how many people used to work under Ricky? Over 300. She was one of many. He didn't know her, but of course she worked for the company. Talk wouldn't be on a Kelly's, or yes, it would, because he took the wife's car. He's going to kill me.
Guys, I'm sick of hearing that Rickster was homophobic. I don't care. I have no
So was Corey.
Yeah, Corey was homophobic to my friend Famous Darling, so I have no interest. He got a taste of his own medicine. I don't condone it, however, he got a taste of his own medicine. Good. Absolutely.
Good, I don't care. If you can't, don't give it if you can't take it.
Yeah, exactly. You're giving it, but you can't take it. As simple as. Don't give it out then. Don't dish it out.
Exactly. Sometimes, like, people need to stop being offended. If you say one thing to one person, it's only aimed at that person. Ricky has many LGBT friends. Pharaoh is one of our good friends. She's a Brummie. Does everyone know Pharaoh? But you wouldn't even know.
Her, yeah.
She is wicked, yeah, and trust me, she does not want to bump into EQ because she's going to box her up. But she
came in there live yesterday, wasn't she?
Yeah, most people don't even know she's trans, but she's wicked, and that's one of Ricky's and mine's good friends. She's a Brummie. Like, we have no issues with any of that community, but we have an issue with Corey and we have an issue with Zippy. So it is just aimed at them. Everyone needs to stop being so offended and just get on with your lives.
Exactly. Oh.
Big up Pharaoh.
People aren't affected. They're not triggered. It's just because they have a dislike for Rickster. They want to be affected.
Yeah, they want to be affected. And Corey wants to scream from the rooftops that somebody's been, you know, homophobic to him. But what, like, we're going to forget what you did to Famous and what you said to her. How dare you speak to her like that?
Yeah, and he was homophobic towards her. So why should she? And people were like, well, people, you know, she because of what she said. It doesn't matter.
The bar of what is tolerable and what you will accept in your life. So when you got it back, you can't now cry about it. And trust me, like, Ricky even come on and apologize to everybody, but he, you know, if you're going to give it, you're going to get it. And at the end of the day, don't say these things to other people because you're just putting up the green flag to get it yourself. And let's not forget about him putting my safe house address where I went. So, no, I told you about me getting my eye socket broken and all of that. I was put into a safe house in Surrey. Yeah, where lots and lots of women who are in these problems and vulnerable women go to live to get back on their feet again. And I was there with my children, and Corey put that address online. How is that acceptable? How is that acceptable? How can anybody tolerate that? How can anybody think that's okay? And I've got a recording of me saying to Corey, please don't go live tomorrow and dox me, because there are lots of vulnerable women in that property. So even though you think you're just hurting me, you're not. You're actually telling a whole town where the vulnerable women go to when they're being in these domestic violent relationships. And do you know what he said? It's not my problem. I've got that recording. I'm going to post it. So this person, this narcissist, does not care about anybody. He doesn't even care about EQ. He doesn't care about misread. He is climbing his way up. And actually, you're going to see a big investigation.
The thing is, Corey is the problem. He caused a lot of shit.
Did we notice how cool things were before Corey came along?
Yeah. He caused it all. Everything he has caused. Because he tried to team up with, well, he did. He teamed up with you and Mixer because you were hated towards EQ. And then all of a sudden, and then used you for that. And then threw you away like rubbish.
He didn't care about my miscarriage. He used my miscarriage to leverage
Get back at
himself.
EQ.
Yes, absolutely. That's what he did. You know, it's just a vile, vile person. And let's not forget, Ricky done one thing on this whole, you know, brooming situation. Corey took all the information and he's the one that done it properly and ran it every week. He dissected the banknotes. He dissected the texts. He brought it to the app to the level that it came to the app. So he can't backtrack on that now.
Exactly that. Absolutely.
Go on, Ange. I'm going to let you go.
All right, thank you, Talia.
Take care.
What's the next video, Zayana?
Yes, what videos next
No
thing?
to play, just put them in order. I
You might
think
have to
it's
do
the next
people
one
in
from
your-
the one you played.
Okay. You don't mind what one?
Yep, just the next one. Yeah, just the next one. The next one up.
From the bottom.
Yeah, just the one. You know, the one you just played. Yeah, just get what you put
Yeah.
up. I think you work.
Okay. Yeah. It's Talia.
What's that?
It's Talia.
Oh, okay.
Are we playing it?
Yep.